In the last video, we got to the stage where we had HaxeFlixel running and we had a simple game with just the blue square and the grey background running in our browser. Now in the previous video, this game was windowed, so it was in a square about this big, but I've changed it to make it full screen. So hopefully when you download the repository, it should be running the game in full screen. Okay, let's go back to our code and let's now try to implement the shader we built a while ago into this blue square. So to do that, make sure you're in the part 1 folder and create a new file called test shader and make it a HX file, so a Haxe file. And what we're going to do is create a new class called test shader, and we're going to extend something called FLX shader, and we're going to import it. Like so. And now what we're going to do is create a simple constructor for it. And let's actually import the shader by using a metadata tag called GL fragment shader. Sorry, GL fragment source. Now what this is going to do, this GL fragment source, is take in all our shader code and it will create a Flixel shader out of it. So first let's copy all our shader code inside here and paste it as a string inside here. Now because we're not going to use WebGL to create this shader, we don't need any of this stuff. Instead, we need to write this. So what is this pragma header line I've just written and what does it do? Well, in C or C++, this hashtag, like I've mentioned before, or £, stands for a macro. This line will execute before this code is compiled. Now what does the pragma stand for? Well, again, in C and C++, pragma stands for pragmatic, which means this line specifies how the compiler should process this word or even the code below. So what does this line do? Well, this is more useful for OpenFL, and if you don't know what OpenFL is, please check out my video here. I talk about what it does and why it's useful for HaxeFlixel. But let's look at the OpenFL source code, which is in GitHub. I will have a link to this in the video description. And we can see here that on line 105, what this is doing is it's getting the fragment source, looking for the line pragma header and replacing it with whatever is inside GL fragment header. So what is inside GL fragment header? Well, in this example, which is for a file called display object shader, this is what is inside the GL fragment header. So all this code here, and as you can see, it's a bunch of variables that make it easy for us to use OpenFL and Flixel shaders. So if I'm being completely honest, I don't know exactly what is inside this specific header, but as you can see in this example, this might give you an idea of what might be inside it. So in future videos, we will make use of some of these variables in our code, but for now, just think of things inside header as variables and code that is needed to get the shader working in HaxeFlixel and OpenFL. Basically, don't worry too much what is inside here. Now that we've finished creating our shader, let's go ahead and apply it to our sprite. So inside our play state, where our sprite exists, the Flixel sprite, so FLX sprite, comes default with a variable called shader. So we can just do box.shader and to make it equal to our new test shader, like so. Now, because these two files are inside the same directory, I don't have to import the test shader into it. But if this was in a different directory, we'd have to import it the same way we've done it to these Flixel files. So once I've saved the shader and the game has finished building, I can go back into the browser, refresh the page, and see that now this box has our green shader applied to it, the exact same shader that we have running here. So the color, as you can see, is exactly the same. You're probably thinking, this isn't very useful. If I wanted to change the color of a box, I could do it much easier than with this whole process of making a shader. But in the next video, I'm going to show you how to apply this same shader to a more complex sprite. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.